Legendary on the field, kind of drip is a skill, it's the highest cruiser bill, ain't nothing just to heal. Slip on, spin move, in zone, scope the sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. Slip on, spin move, in zone, scope the sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go.
And we find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the San Francisco 49ers and the Minnesota Vikings. This will make it into the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
26, Tevin Coleman.
I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
It's a run over. The 30, the 20. Touchdown, 49ers. Raheem Mostert, his fourth touchdown on the year. And the Niners have taken the early lead. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And right away, he'll look to throw. Smith catches left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
At the 48-yard line.
Play action now. Cousins. It's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Cousins. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Justin Jefferson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Dan Bailey now for the extra point. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more.
Someone really wanted to be in the lead here because that's a heck of a gamble, isn't it? You're down 1, you kick it, you got a tie ball game. Instead, they fake it. And I keep coming back to this every time I see it. Remember, if you're taking an extra point now, the ball's snapped in 15 yards.
You're giving up 13 yards as opposed to just lining up at the 2 and saying you're going to go for 2.
You're running a big play, lots of yardage for 1 extra point. That's a heck of a gamble, but it paid off in this case.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Now a 2nd down throw for Cousins. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. There for the sack, B.J. Hill. So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long. Incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory.
Their own 15-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
5 brings up 2nd and 5.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Coleman fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. With the Vikings and 49ers, you might remember, met in the divisional round of the playoffs a season ago. The Vikings coming in off the overtime win against New Orleans, but the 49ers, they were rested and ready, and they got a couple of touchdown runs from Tevin Coleman, and their defense shut out the Vikings in the second half as that wound up a 27-10 Niner victory. And that is incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Brings up 4th down.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. They're going to try and throw. And it is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. First down, here's the run with Cook. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. A tackle that time by Akello Witherspoon. Cousins now on 2nd down. Complete to Jefferson the Tiger. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Cousins in step with Jefferson that time. 1st down Vikings.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Cousins to throw it. This will be caught just inside the 10. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
Complete.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Give to Cook out of the gun. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and goal.
They'll run for it with Cook. And he will take this one into the end zone for the Viking touchdown. Dalvin Cook His third touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. Dan Bailey now for the extra point. And it's up and good. That pushes the lead now to 15-7.
Makes the score Vikings 15.
Well, not content with a first quarter lead, I guess. They're going to go onside kick. And the 49er hands team does its job. So an onside kick failed in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game, and maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They've got to steal it and try and gain an advantage, and they tried. They just didn't get it done.
They're going for Howard, but the pass intercepted. Picked up by Harrison Smith, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. The CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on the
blitz coming, and down he goes. Javon Kinlaw forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in. Possession of the football as they've got it with a second down coming up. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end there, Kyle Rudolph. But now it's third down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And a double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals, and if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Mostert. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. This is Coleman. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Working out of the gun. Love. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
On 4th down, Love. Open man is Ayuk, complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Nice gain of 8 that time, but it's 2nd and goal.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in an...
And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Todd Gurley, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the 49ers move back within a couple of the lead. Solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
Draw play, Cousins to Cook. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 41-yard line.
Now Cook, he's got it off the draw. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. 2 1st downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now left side on the swing pass. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And down to the 28-yard line. A very strong gain of 24.
First and 10.
A good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Cousins now to throw on first down. To the right side and complete to Jefferson. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. First throw now for the backup Kaepernick. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he's going to be out, down inside the 20 at the 15. Say what you want, but Kaepernick's still one of the best at doing that as the scramble gets him a first.
First and 10 at the 15.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's first and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Javon Kinlaw, the big D tackle there to bring him down.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up second and 7.
On second and 7, Cousins. The quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They'll run with Cook. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up first and goal. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
Pickup of 2. Brings up second and goal.
They try again with Cook, and he'll get it in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook in the final seconds of the first half. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Rolled it all the way down just about, and still put the ball in the end zone.
Just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here.
14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
Niners take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Brings up second and 3.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a second and 3. Final play of the half. Love looking deep for Adams. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes. He will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. They'll get 15 and a Vikings first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Cousins gives way to Cook. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second and a foot or so.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. They'll try to throw now. Cousins. That is caught. It's Tajay Sharp. Touchdown, Vikings. Tajay Sharp. His fourth touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. And when they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. And the 49er hands team does its job. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 15 yards there on the play as they try to chip away at this 15-point deficit. So first and 10 now from the 30. Now Mostert. About 3 yards there to the 27.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Second down, Love. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by the linebacker, Derek Kendricks. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Kirk Cousins sacked.
Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for second and 23.
Brings up second down.
Now Cousins. Lets it fly for Thielen. And this will be caught at the 30. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Give him 32 on the play.
Frankly, I don't know that this defense knows what to do anymore. Just look at their body language out there. The passing game has absolutely been relentless throughout.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for first and 10. And taking it to the 15-yard line first down. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
And now he'll tuck it and run. He will push his way down to about the 14. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 49ers' 14-yard line.
Hey, 91, 91.
Now Kaepernick, his first toss off the bench. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. D. Ford. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
3rd and long for Cousins. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Dan Bailey for the Viking field goal. A 41-yard attempt.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and that will make this now an 18-point ball game. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things sticking a little bit and forced the field goal.
The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now they've given up that type of field position.
He's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, 49ers. Devontae Adams, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the 49ers get a score closer. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Time to get another play in here as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. To throw is Cousins. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. That's going to be caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Kirk Cousins with 3 touchdown passes now on the afternoon. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. Bailey now for the extra point. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And that's going to be incomplete.
I have to admit, I'm scratching my head a little bit here trying to make sense of what I just saw. Number 1, huge lead. Just kick the extra point and be done with it. Number 2, if you are going to go for 2, just line up and go for it from the 2-yard line. Why make it so difficult? That's a long way to go to try and pick up some points.
So they hit the ball before they win 10 yards. I know that's tough, but you got to stay disciplined. answer.
It is difficult because you're so eager to go get the football. It's that type of a play, but you're exactly right. Have to have the discipline to let it go 10 first.
Here's Coleman. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. We've seen this a few times in this game. That offensive line just, I don't know if you want to call it out physical, out tough, whatever you want to use.
And what people do when that is happening, when they're getting dominated that way, they spread things.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. He's got the first down more past midfield. And all the way down to the 41-yard line. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder, Jimmy Ward. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And into the end zone, a pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
To kick off for San Francisco.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the pick 6 we just saw makes things a little more interesting. Still, though, a 2-possession game as they control their destiny in this 4th quarter. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and
another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 yards, 1st down, Vikings. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 40.
On play action, Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 24-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
And at the 24-yard line.
They go play action. Cousins. He's caught to the 7. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 on the way to the 3. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got it first and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field, where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
A good first down call as the screen play gets them 9.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Yard to go.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Here's Love. And James has it. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down.
San Francisco.
They'll run with Coleman on first down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 43-yard line.
Love looking to throw. That's complete to his receiver, Ayuk. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 33. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
49ers.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Love. That's going to be caught by Samuel. Gave a glimpse of his power, but not a whole lot of space. Down at the 30. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
30-yard line.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Love. Oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown.
San Francisco.
Brandon Ayuk, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the 49ers are back within a score. And the lead is down to a field goal now.
Makes the score Vikings 38, 49ers 35.
So with just under 40 seconds to go, you figure this is going to need to bounce their way if they have any shot. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. On 2nd down, it's Cook. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Javon Kinlaw on the tackle. Brings up 3rd down.
Now Cousins. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. He will not be able to bring it back. My goodness, what a bizarre ending. The kind of decision that could get a quarterback released before he gets back to the locker room. But fortunately for him and his crew, the ball game is over.